Fiveclaw, I have news. Ah, Fiveclaw, you are a tricky one, yes? Like a mouse hiding in the tall grass. But Lyrrsazhi found you. She always does. This one brings a message from the Queen. The message is short and to the point. Queen Camille requires your presence at Rimmon Palace post-haste. Of course, Lyrrsazhi can elaborate, provided you are interested. Lyrrsazhi hears things. She considers it part of her duty to the throne. There is talk of the moons aligning, even though the time is wrong. And soldiers were sent to the ruins of the moon gate of Anequina. The Queen will tell you more. This one also hears that the dragons gather near the moon gate as well. Bad times grow even worse, Lyrrsazhi fears. You know, some believe an eclipse occurs when a dragon eats the moons. If that is the case here, I hope it chokes. Of course, Lyrrsazhi keeps an eye and ear on her honey pudding and the big adept. They returned with whispered words about how they eluded a dragon and reported to Queen Camille. Then they left the palace and went their separate ways. Still in Rimmon last Lyrrsazhi knew. But then she was tasked with finding you and delivering the Queen's message. And that reminds this one. You should go see Queen Camille now. She hates being made to wait.
Fiveclaw, I am glad you are here. We may have stopped the betrayer, but not before he set the moons in motion and started the eclipse. Soon, the moon gate of Anequina will open and grant access to Jode's core, exactly as the dragons desire. Some, but not as much as I would like. Luckily, we anticipated the connection to the moon gate. Gharesh-ri went on ahead to command the forces we sent there, though I wish we had more. We could also use something else to fall back on, yes? The combat Dragonhorn is charged, but its ultimate purpose remains unknown. I do not want to waste its energy on experimentation. We will save it until absolutely necessary. We should make our way to the Moongate. Tell our companions, it is time. Our companions left the palace to wander Rimmon and consider what is to come. Find Abner Tarn, Zamorak, and Prefect Kalo. Cadwell too, if he is still around. I would like them to join us at the Moongate, but will understand if they decide not to. The ancient structure rises out of the jungle far to the southwest. To think, a place known primarily as a pilgrimage stop and historical curiosity may turn out to be the site of Elsweyr's most crucial battle yet. The Moongates are among the oldest ruins in Elsweyr. Of the few sites we know of, the Anequina ruin is the most well-preserved. Moon priests consider it sacred. The Riddlethar ties it to the lattice. The rest of us, we see a pile of old rocks. I can only tell you what I experienced. I became one with the temple, with all its memories and past experiences. I connected with my bloodline, with the first Anequina herself. I was attuned. I underwent the process of attunement, the same as Anequina and the moon priests of the temple, the same as Cadwell. I know how to make the moons move, provided we find a working lunar lattice apparatus. Some of the stories about Anequina speak of her teleporting from place to place. I see something about portals, but it does not make much sense. Perhaps when I have had 1,000 years to practice, I will be as competent as Cadwell, yes?
Quiet moments to meditate have been rare since Zamorak returned to Elsweyr. This one needed some time alone, especially after helping Tharn with the dragon at the Shadow Dance ruins. But you look like one who has important news, my friend. Zamorak suspected that would be our next destination. This one noticed that the moons have shifted in the sky, moving in a way that breaks their usual pattern. The betrayer's doing, yes? At least you and Queen Kamira returned from the ruins. Then we still have a chance. Zamorak has pledged his honor to Queen Kamira. He will not break that vow. This one has a purpose again, and will see it through no matter the cost. Zamorak will meet you at the Moon Gate, my friend. Queen Kamira, attuned to the lunar lattice. Zamorak never expected to see such a miracle in his lifetime. This one prays that it will be enough when we stand against the dragons. About what you would expect. Tharn used flashy spells to confuse the dragon until it finally gave up and flew away. Then, we encountered a squad of Euraxians led by a necromancer. Those Zamorak dispatched. It was the least this one could do.
Wine used to rejuvenate me after periods of intense exertion and spellcasting. Now I can barely taste the stuff. A good thing too. Khajiiti wine is cloyingly sweet, like drinking candied plums boiled in moon sugar. I presume you have news? The Moon Gate? A noble but futile proposition, I fear. The Khajiit should pack up and flee while they still can. Let the Alliance armies deal with this. Show them some fights are more important than deciding whose posterior best fits the ruby throne. No. Just pondering other options. Too much of what we're facing was the inadvertent result of my actions or the actions of my family. Dragons, Euraxians, necromancers. The responsibility falls to me, and balance must be restored. Would you stand a chance otherwise? Without my arcane and strategic insights, anything you try is destined to fail. I won't have that on my conscience. Now, allow me to finish this sickeningly sweet inebriant, one last indulgence before the end. By the way, I believe I understand the purpose of the dragon horn. After much consideration, the use and function of the ancient instrument has become clear. The Dragon Guard were clever, I'll say that for them. Theoretical knowledge isn't the same as practical experience, but I believe I understand the fundamentals of its operation. The Dragon Guard prepared a horn taken from a massive dragon and engraved it with arcane runes, giving it astonishing power. Oh yes, I'm fairly certain of that. And I found historical references indicating the Dragon Guard gifted such relics to key locations, for their protection, you see. The one you located was originally in Rimmen before it was moved to the sanctuary. We have neither the time nor resources to move the large relic, but the small horn you brought back, it's called a combat horn, by the way, was designed to be carried into battle. Once charged with energy, its sound weakens dragons. One problem solved, then. The next is sheer age. This ancient combat horn is exceedingly fragile. I'm not sure how many times we can sound the horn before it disintegrates into dust. For that reason, I suggest we save it until we absolutely need it.
Hello! Come to partake in a before-the-battle cleansing? I find it prudent to make myself pristine prior to the start of a slaughter. In my experience, the subsequent blood and gore adheres much better to a well-laundered body. The Moongate. I hope to wash away the memories of the betrayer, and some stenches can't be removed with soap and water. I'm sorry I made the moons move, my friend. Sorry I helped the dragons. But before I became the gallantly gaunt, soul-shriven form you see today, I was the betrayer. I originally did all the terrible deeds that led us to this place. I'm rather ashamed. Dash it all. Yes, of course, that was my plan all along. Make up for my past atrocities by helping the nice cat people defeat the evil dragons, just like the hero I was before I became the betrayer. Tally-ho, then. I'll head to the Moongate now and meet you there. As nice as these facilities are, I miss the boiling plasm pools of Cold Harbor, hot enough to melt the skin right off your bones. What an invigorating sensation. And your point is?
The quiet moments between battles. I like to spend the time catching up on my reading. History, military strategy, recipe books. My secret pleasure is a good mystery, though. And the new Investigator Veil is a real page-turner. I've been waiting for the order to move out. I sent most of the Cygnus irregulars on ahead with Gharesh-ri, but a small contingent remained here in case our earlier guess was wrong. I assume events in the ruins confirmed our theory? Understood. We need to defend the Moongate and stop the dragons from using it when it opens. Keep them from reaching Jode's core. Well, at least now we have a mission. I just hope the Khajiit can get over their aversion to working with my troops. Queen Lyrrsazhi's tyranny made the Khajiit wary. I don't blame them for that. I just want to show them that not all Imperials are tyrants, that they can trust at least a few of us. It will come. As long as we don't turn on each other first.
Yushiha has come to return her debt to you. Zumog Fum is dead, but those he served still seek to ruin all we hold dear. What strength there is in my blood is yours to command. Returning to the world has not been easy. Very little is as she remembers. She does not belong here, yet she has nothing, and no one to return to. Yushiha would be adrift, if not for the need to avenge her clan. It is the only purpose she has now. Yushiha is not Rakaja. She has no desire to spill blood, only an obligation to right a wrong. Zumog Fum will never desecrate another Khajiit soul. That is all that matters. Yushiha has no fear of the fighting to come. It is the time after all her battles are done that gives her pause. Her focus remains on the fight alone.
It appears everyone has arrived. Report to Prefect Kalo Fiveclaw, while I confer with the Queen.
I have a good feeling about this. Reminds me of the time I led an assault on Molog Grunder's dinner party. The roast Yagra were delicious.
Look how the moons converge in the sky. The time is not right for such an event. The lunar lattice has been altered, causing Joan and Jode to merge. Legends say that this occurs when a dragon eats the moon. This one hopes that is only a legend.
An eclipse is an eerie sight, but where are the dragons? The moons come together and the sky grows dark. Ominous, isn't it? And strangely beautiful. Where are the dragons, though? And the remaining Yuraxians? I assumed they would have started their push for the Moongate by now. As ready as we can be, the Khajiit militia and the Cygnus Irregulars have taken defensive positions along the path up to the Moongate, and whatever siege weapons we could get our hands on are set to repel the dragons. Not a chance. We only hope to slow them enough to give Tharn and Chimera the time they need to stop the Moongate from opening, or find a way to shut it if all else fails. If the dragons don't reach Jode's core, we win. Wait, what's that noise? Dragons! Go join Queen Chimera. I'll take charge down here.
Zamorak will go with you.
Get those fires out and ready the ballistic. Move it, soldiers!
That path over there leads up to the top of the Moongate. We need to reach it before the dragons break through our defenses.
Time for reckless audacity and daring do.
Yuraxians. The wall has been breached.
Kill the cats and the traitors!
Up there, more Yuraxians. Here they come. Prepare yourself. More soldiers. Take them down. What?
Surprise!
The path is clear. We need to reach Queen Chimera. Gharesh-ri, no! Stay with me, old master. Gharesh-ri still breathes, but his injuries are serious. He needs a healer. In the meantime, Zamorak knows what he must do. With Gharesh-ri injured, someone else must take command of this position. Make sure the Yuraxians and the dragons encounter enough resistance to slow them down. That task now falls to Zamorak. Yes, my friend. This is Zamorak's chance to finally atone for his past mistakes. Wait, what is this? The dragon horn. This one doesn't know why Gharesh-ri was carrying this. But you must take it and reach the Moon Gate. Queen Kamira needs you. Go. Now, Five Claw.
Maybe I should have fought left instead of right. Let's try that again.
What in oblivion!
I've got these hooligans, old trout. Let's get to Abner before the moon's completely alive.
I could use another break.
My shield won't hold much longer.
The dragon is on side. You have to quick, quick!
The moons have aligned and the gate has opened. Kamira definitely gained something at the temple, but she hasn't figured out how to control it. You were with her. Talk to her. See if she can close that aperture before it's too late.
See how the moons align with the ancient gate. The lattice opens a path to Jode's core. But how did you get the dragon horn? Where's Gharesh-ri? And why are the sounds of battle so close? Did the Yuraxians overrun our defenses? Gharesh-ri? Hurt? And the Yuraxians behind our defenses? This is not good. Not good at all. Well, we still have the dragon horn. At least until the power runs out or the fragile relic falls apart. I just wish the moons would move for me. The power, yes, but not the knowledge and experience. I will continue to try to move the moons and close the gate, but you will need to keep the Yuraxians from taking this position. I am counting on you, Five Claw.
only chance.
No, Five-Claw! Not yet! Through the portal, both of you, and bring the dragon horn.
Chimera, wait! When I awoke this morning, traveling to the plane of Jode wasn't on my agenda.
Five-Claw, we stand on the sacred plane of Jode. The dragons went down into the processional. They seek to breach Jode's core. From the memories I absorbed at the Shadow Dance Temple, Anequina and the Moon Priests came here to honor the moons and set them on their way after their sacred joining. This is also where she helped Kunzari hide the dragon's power. Here, on the plane of Jode, the memories become clearer with every passing moment. Kunzari was able to use Calgronti's own greed against him. The dragon sought the power of Jode's core from the beginning, but Kunzari offered him even more. He offered a way to combine the natural power of Jode's core with the mystic might of his loyal dragons. Calgronti's greed was his undoing. Now, he finally has an opportunity to steal all the stored energy for himself. We must stop him!
Remember, my friend, I'm not the battle mage I once was. I need to reserve what magic remains to me for when it will do the most good. Consequently, if we run into any obstacles, I'm going to leave them for you to deal with.
If we must fight, Five-Claw, you must be our sword and shield. Both Tarn and I need to preserve what strength we still have for the final battle.
The vermin still pester us. Devour them. As you say, my brother.
This sacred place.
The Moon Priests worship new gods now, you insignificant morsels.
Avoid Mulamnir as best you can.
Jode's core is close. I can feel it.
Mulamnir, Calgrontide, and Jode's core. Are you ready for this, Chimera? Calgrontide is absorbing Jode's core. As long as the moons remain aligned, the power flowing through him is unimaginable.
Get me to that platform, Tarn. I can separate the moons using the altars. You must deal with Mulamnir Fiveclaw. I will divert whatever energy I can into the Dragonhorn, but use it sparingly.
You dare to face me, morsel? You amuse me, little insect. Yes, brother, I will make this quick.
Inside my shield, or the dragon shout will kill you!
Source! Jade! Be!
Fiveclaw, use the Dragonhorn!
You have made me angry, pest! shall crush these fleas, brother. You have my word. To Jode!
Into my protective aura, now!
Source! Seed! Be! Insect, die! Soldados! Assist me. The power. It fills me. Good job.
Prepares to attack! Let my magic protect you!
Source! Seed! Be!
The dragon horn is charged! Use it now!
It cannot end like this! Soldados!
Killed Mulamnir. Good.
Of Akatosh!
The moons. I need to finish the ritual. Joan and Jode, hear me.
The power, it belongs to me!
Separate and resume your eternal dance. Now, Five Claw, sound the horn!
No! I will not be denied!
You did it, Chimera! You ended the eclipse! But that means...
The moon gate has closed. We are trapped, yes. But Mulamnir is dead, and Kal Grontit has been defeated.
Oh, hello! You always find things in the last place you look.
Calgrontine, I wonder. I'm actually pleased to see you, Cadwell. Come, Chimera. Your people await their queen.
Thank you, my friends, for everything.
Queen Chimera, have you been injured?
I am fine, just tired. But look, the moons are no longer aligned. Tell me about the dragons, the Yuraxians. What is the state of our forces?
Our scouts tell us that most of the Yuraxians and dragons fled when the moons parted. Our own troops have not returned, but the Main has sent an envoy.
An envoy from the Main? If you'll excuse me, I have other business to attend to.
We did it, Five Claw! We put the moons back in motion and defeated both Mulamnir and Calgrontid. I want to thank you for everything. Elsweyr is safer today because of you. Just being on the plane of Jode clarified the memories I inherited at the Shadow Dance Temple. I saw the ritual in my mind and performed the actions. Oh, too bad the Dragonhorn did not survive. At least it lasted long enough to banish Calgrontid. He did grow larger with every infusion of power he absorbed, but the horn dislodged him from Jode's core, which allowed me to finish the ritual and end the eclipse. After that, a concern for another day, yes? I cannot be named queen without the Main's blessing. That, however, is my worry. For now, you should rest. We must honor our fallen and learn the fate of our troops at the Moongate. And after that, we will celebrate a new dawn for Elsweyr. We have accomplished much, my friend. We overthrew the tyrant, Yuraxia Tarn, defeated Zumag Foom and the Betrayer, even killed at least 2 dragons and made the moons move in the sky. If only I could shake this sense of impending doom. Five Claw, a moment, please.